Good evening, wonderful people, great Biafrans. I greet each and every one of you, wherever you're watching, wherever you're listening to us. I say, may you share this program, let it go across the country in any way you are in the world. We are in another phase of the liberation. We are in another phase of liberation. And it has gotten to the point that we will be putting more eyes on what is going on in the Zoo Nigeria media. Because, as our leaders said, that the Zoo Nigerian government will never report anything good about the Biafran people. But one thing that we have learned these days, that we are going to be using anything they are writing against us in order to promote the struggle. Now, this is a breaking news, and it is coming from Vanguard newspaper. And on this news, they did not say allegedly, but we are going to go through this news. Why? Because they have begun to wake up, or God are using them to register our case internationally. Yes. Gunmen kill policeman, attack state-owned broadcast station in Anambra State. Gunmen kill policeman, attack state-owned broadcast station in Anambra State. That is Anambra Broadcasting Service. If my memory serves me right, that is exactly the station that they are talking about. So if you are a police, if you are an army in Biafra land, know it that there are men. I know some time ago, there was a warning to 9 local governments, a warning to 9 local governments by the unknown. Now, if this job is done by the unknown, I would have very, very happy. But if you do more investigation, you might be finding out that this particular news, it's a political movement. But anyway, they are going to say that it is our doing. They are going to say that it is our doing. That is why that we are going to turn it around and claim it. You understand what I'm saying now? So that the international community will talk about us. Those ones who believe in 2023 presidential, they will talk about us. They will talk about the things that had to do with us, not something that have to do with the damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria. We are not interested in Nigeria. Now, listen to the news. Listen to the news and pay attention. Pay attention attentively. Look at it here. Gunmen kill policeman, attack state-owned broadcasting station in Anambra State by Vincent Ujumadu. Now, let us go there. You see, we are going to take it again before we do our own analysis, so that some people who are not educated can be able to understand exactly what we're talking about, because we have mothers at village who do not go to school or to understand what we're talking about. And I get bully Igbo. I get bully Igbo. How we got any of ma? Let's take it again. Let us take it again. Let us take it again. Now, I hope this thing is coming out clear, because we are still learning new technology. If you're hearing my voice, please indicate on the comment section so that we can be able to understand. Please, it's very, very important. Very, very important. My voice coming out, please indicate. Indicate, is my voice coming out? I think it's coming out. Now let us go there. Let us go there. Now, you see, this is what happened. I don't know when it happened, but it's a breaking news. Unknown gunmen kill policeman, attack state-owned broadcast station in Anambra State. May God bless you. May God bless all of you. By Vincent Ujumado. Gunmen Monday killed a policeman and disposed him of rifle at Ogidi in Idemili North local government area and attacked the state-owned Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, in two separate incidents in Anambra State. It was gathered that the gunmen stationed themselves in an area close to Ogidi Town Hall, where some policemen usually man a checkpoint and open fire when they sighted the patrol team approaching. They stayed there for a long time, waiting until they sight one of the policemen who they shot dead and disposed him of his rifle and fled, the source said. The state police relation officer, PRO, Mr. Tochukwu Ikenga, confirmed that there was a gun battle between policemen of some hoodlums, which led to the wounding of one of the policemen. He said, information, therefore, may state that on 29th of May 2022, at about 12:50 p.m., police operative on observation patrol along Abatete Express where Ogidi engaged some armed hoodlums. Unfortunately, during the gun duel, one of the police operatives was fatally wounded, and due to the superior fire of the police, the gunmen were made to flee the scene. He said that operation at the scene was still ongoing, adding that the patrol has been intensified in the area. Elsewhere at Awada near Onitsha, some people say to be gunmen invaded the premises of Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, during the attack. The gunmen burned a building, a company bus, and another vehicle belonging to a staff of the media house who did night shift. If it was gathered that no life was lost during the attack, although the gunmen were said to have brutalized the staff they met in the premises and inflicted an injury. Now, let us take this in one by one. I think my voice is coming out. I believe my voice is coming out. Let us take this in one again, one at a time. The reason why we're going to take it one at a time again is this, to do some analysis. You know what I'm saying now? You see, this news here, this is a news reported by the Nigeria media. You know what I'm saying now? Look at it here. This is the news from Vanguard. From Vanguard. I have to do what I have to do so that we can be able to read it with the female voice so that other international people can be able to understand what we're doing, why we do our own in our own local way that we can be able to understand. This is a news reported by Vanguard. You understand? And it was reported today, the 30th May 2020. Here, it says, gunmen kill policeman, attack a state-owned broadcast station in Anambra State. Normally, when Vanguard want to report a news that had to do with Nigerian government, they will say allegedly. You know what I'm saying now? They will say allegedly. But when they have to do something that will give credit to the Zulu government to have more justification to come to our land in order to kill our people, that is when you're going to see them say it is so that it's happened. Now, that is number one. Now, when we move ahead with, you can see here, it says, let me return this back so that we can be able to see this thing very well. Now, you can see here, it said that gunmen Monday killed a policeman and disposed him of rifle at Ugidi in Idemili North local government area and attacked the state-owned Anambra State Broadcasting Service, ABS, in two separate incidents in Anambra. Now, this part that I just read now, you know, so say now, this part that I just read now, come in, let me bring it back again. Just hold on. Let me bring it back again so that you can be able to follow me up. Let me bring it back to the StreamYard so that you can be able to follow me up. I hope my voice is coming out. I hope my voice is coming out. Unlike yesterday. Unlike yesterday. Unlike yesterday. I hope my voice is coming out. Now, let me take it again because I want us to do some analysis so that you can see. I'm going to prove to you that there is a part where a normal media can go to a scene, gather this information, and bring it out. You understand what I'm saying now? And there's another one that, how do you get such information? It is a confirmation. And in a dual gun battle, nobody is there to tell the story. Because when guns begin to blaze, nobody will stay there. Everybody will run away. That is what I'm about to prove to you right now. That Nigerian media is evil. You know what I'm saying now? Nigerian media is evil. They are evil. You know what I'm saying now? This news come from Vanguard. Yes. There is no allegedly here. Why? Because they want to have a justification to wipe us out. But because that Chukwu Kabiama is on our side, they cannot do anything. The more they are writing this kind of news, instead of reporting exactly what is happening in the zoo, Nigeria, how our people are being killed, slaughtered, mercilessly, they will not report it. But such a thing happen like this, you will see them begin to report it. You know, I am going to prove to you a news that somebody can go and gather information on his own. That something that you got this as a confirmed, concrete information. That is what we're about to do right now. So that you can be able to understand the evil that these people are committing. Because these people, they are evil. These people, they are evil. They are evil. Look at it here. Now, here, it didn't say unknown gunmen, it didn't say allegedly, but direct. Now, when we go back, look at the main news here, and this was reported by an Igbo man, by Vincent Ujuma. Now, the news went on to say, dispose him of rifle at Ogidi in Itembeli. Yes, this kind of news can be gathered as a journalist. A gunman attack a police, dispose them of their rifle. This man lying dead on the floor. Where is the gun? You can't be able to find the gun. That news can be reported, gathered by the media, you know, by a journalist. Now, let us move. And this happened in North local government area and attacked the state-owned. Look at it here. Yeah, here. He said, attacked the state-owned Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, in two separate incidents in Anambra State. This can be gathered as well. You know what I'm saying now? Now, it was gathered. Who gathered? This is the junk. This is the junk. It was gathered that the gunmen stationed, who saw them? Who saw them? Why didn't that person alert the police? You understand what I'm saying now? Why didn't they alert the police? Because when men have come out to work, if this job is done by the unknown gunmen that have been announcing what they have written to the 9 local governments in Anambra State, I'll be one of the most happiest person on this planet of earth. You understand what I'm saying now? But I still give them the credit. Because this is exactly what we want. We want to push away the Nigeria out of our land. Now, it says it was gathered. Who gathered? Which journalist gathered? Is it Vincent that gathered? It was gathered that the government stationed themselves in an area close to Ogidi Town Hall, where some policemen usually mount a checkpoint and open fire when they sighted the patrol team approaching. You understand what I'm saying now? Who gathered? Didn't they gather living one? That is a question. You see, this is a junk. This is nothing but a junk write-up. A junk write-up by the Zoo media in order to promote themselves. In order to promote themselves. This is exactly what they're doing. Who gathered? How did they know? Who saw? Kedonyafu. It was gathered. It was gathered. Look at it. It was gathered. Look at it. It was gathered. Look at it. It was gathered that the gunmen stationed themselves in an area close to Ogidi Town Hall. Who gathered? Who saw them? Who saw them? Bunch of fools. Dalam. Now, let us move forward. Let us move on. Now, look at another junk. And when you see this approximately here, it means that it's a confirmed somebody who saw. They stayed there for a long time, waiting until they sighted one of the policemen who they shot dead and disposed him of his rifle and fled the scene. It was gathered. And this approximately here, and this one, it was gathered. It was gathered. The source said. Who said? Which source? Doshi. Look at it. Look at it. From here. It was gathered. They stationed there for a long time, waiting until they sighted one of the policemen who they shot dead and disposed him of his rifle and fled. The source said. The source said. Now, let us move forward. The State Police Public Relationship Officer, PRO, Mr. Tochukwu Ikenga, confirmed that there was a gun battle between policemen and some hoodlums, which led to the wounding of one of the policemen. This one is a normal news. Because even the PRO can't even come near there. The PRO, he can't even near there, near the scene where this thing is happening. You understand what I'm saying now? So kudos to the unknown gunmen. Kudos to you. Kudos to you. Now, look at another information. Look at another thing. Look at it. Look at it. Look at. Look at another one. It says here, information before me states that on 29th May 2022, at about 12:50 p.m., police operative on observation patrol along Abatete Expressway, Ogidi engaged some armed hoodlums. This one is a normal news, which everybody can gather about this one. You also say now. Look at it. This one, but that it was gathered. Who gathered? That is the question. Now let us move forward. Let us move forward. Unfortunately, during the gun duel, one of the police operatives was fatally wounded and due to the superior fire of the police. You can also one of the police got wounded. In my Nigerian government, when once they say one, that means it's three. If they say three, that means it's four. If they say four, no. If they say one, that means it's three. If they say three, that means it's 9. If they say 9, that means it's 18. Indeed, it was gathered. Let's continue. He said that operation at the scene was still ongoing, adding that the patrol has been intensified in the area. Elsewhere at Awada, near Onitsha, some people said, you see, some people. This is what you call, this is nwoke no shop. Ụmụnwaanyị nwere akụkọ. Ma ọ bụ nwaanyị nụsị ọgụ, ụmụ nwoke nwere akụkọ. This is it. Some people said, but not to tell me that it was gathered. Who was there? Who saw? When men are on duty, if men are on duty, unknown gunmen, if they are on duty, who born you to come that place? Who born you to come that place? Anybody that stays where unknown gunmen are working, they are genuine Biafrans, because they know that the unknown gunmen are also working for Biafra restoration. Said to be gunmen invaded the premises of the Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS. During the attack, the gunmen burned a building, a company bus, and another vehicle belonging to the staff of the media house who did night shift. Now, this is a warning to the Anambra State Broadcasting Service and Soludo. This is a warning. This is a warning to Anambra State Broadcasting Service, including all the small medias in the Biafra land. You know what I'm saying now? This Anambra Broadcasting Service, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was the person who was picking on Anambra Broadcasting Service, and they have to brought it back to life. Even they couldn't sue. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was the one very angry about this Anambra Broadcasting Service not functioning. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nobody else. Now, Anambra Broadcasting Service started working, begin to propagate false against its own people. Begin to propagate false against its own people. The same man who fought for this man that called himself Ojus Okano. Today, Ojus Okano is fighting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Which other one that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked about? Somebody that was just been released. None of them remember. That is why sometimes I wonder the kind of brain our people have. Sometimes I wonder the kind of brain our people have. Sometimes I say, why would I be so good to people personally? But this is how I was born. Why would I always like to do things so that it can be be good between man and God? But I say no. This is how I was born. Because our people are so wicked. The people that they appreciate is the people who are suffering, people who are making their life miserable. If once anybody is making their life miserable, that is the person. That is the person that you see them, they will be running after them. You see now? That is the person you see them, they will be running after them. But those person who is trying to make everything work for you, better for you, they will not regard that person as anything. They will be treating that person as nonsense. This is an example of Mazen Nambekano suffering right now today, and upon all the promises being promised to Mazen Nambekano to abandon Biafran struggle, but he said no. But yet our people, look at ABS. Look at ABS. Mazen Nambekano will be on Radio Biafra 247 criticizing Nigerian government. Criticizing Nigerian government. That you see Nigeria being the way it is today, it is because of the work Mazen Nambekano did. You're saying now? It is because of the work Mazen Nambekano did that you see all these fools are trying to benefit from it. Why can't you do something yourself? Why would you base on something that somebody has built on in order to enrich yourself? This is exactly what happened here. The owner of ABS or the managers of this ABS, it is Mazen Nambekano. If he's not seen today, he's still functioning. It is because of Mazen Nambekano. Because every time Mazen Nambekano will be calling all this Dangote, he will import this. Only one man. You think they're not listening to Mazen Nambekano? They listen to Radio Biafra more than you that listen to me. Some of you who are even in this struggle, you don't even listen to Radio Biafra until Mazen Nambekano was kidnapped, and some of us wake up, begin to debunk, begin to expose a lot of things. That is when some of you begin to pick interest on what is going on. That is why somehow it is good that this thing is happening. Sometimes it is good so that our people can be able to reason. Look at ABS. ABF propagating false news against our people. Look at politicians. All this bunch of fools that call themselves politicians. Whatever they are benefiting, that they even give them a chance to even run for this useless 2023 presidential election. It is because of what Mazen Nambekano did. It is because of that. People are bent on enjoying on what somebody else has suffered. That is why Mazen Nambekano made a reference about most of you who are here in the Western world. You are here in the Western world enjoying what another man built without fighting for your own land, your own people, for them to be free. Without fighting for what your own people, fight for your people for them to be free. You cannot fight for your people to be free. You cannot fight for your people to be free. But you bent on to enjoy what another man has suffered, built. Should be very, very ashamed of yourself. Tell you honestly, each and every one of you who are not doing what you're supposed to do, you should be very, very ashamed of yourself. Tell you honestly, this is a live broadcast, and the time now is 55 on top of the hour of wherever you're listening, so that I can know that we are very live. Look at ABS. Mazen Nambekano fought for ABS. Look at what ABS is doing. Look at that Soludo is governor of Anambra State today, it is because he tapped from the Biafra. He was saying, he be speaking, because he is one time the governor of a CBN, talking about Biafra. And they call him, hey, welcome Bia. Rapugano Biafra in a Kukwan, get the feature. Rapugodi in a he just talked up because he served as the CBN governor, and he started talking about Biafra. So welcome. Rapugano Biafra in a Ku. I want to know why you know when they ban why I book when I am upon na Biafra in all the ma. About when I am on a Biafra the ma. Mano rap ye ban we nature. Obunando go edonodum, obuna ego kecho, gene kecho, it's no governor kecho, Echebu governor Anambra State. Okay, or the ma. You were just rap here, yeah. I get mail again. That is why you see him today. He's bent on fighting everything in order to destroy what we stand for. But thank God for the unknown gunmen. Thank God for the sit at home. Thank God for each and every one of us who have stood on our ground and say that we must keep this fire burning. Look at ABS. Reporting nonsense. And that served them right. That served them right. That served them right. And also a warning to Soludo. This is a warning to Soludo. Men are angry. They serve each and every one of you letter. And maybe I don't think they even serve the Anambra. Maybe this Anambra Broadcasting Service is just a Jara. They just want to warn you that they still remember the letter they wrote to you. All the night. Go and make Master Nnamdi. Go and release Master Nnamdi for us. If you want to take your One Nigeria, you can go to Ugwausa and go and do your One Nigeria there. We are not interested. You can go there and live with them. We are not interested. Gather your folks. Release Master Nnamdi for us. That's all we want. We don't want any other thing. What we want is Master Nnamdi to be released. Give us a referendum. Finish. You want oil? Take oil. Take oil. Under the supervision of the United Nations, for 10 years, you will suck oil, tire. I will brain, I will have brain. You think this thing that we're doing here, some of you will say is Facebook. In next 5 years, 10 years, give us Biafra now. Give us Biafra now. Now, as I'm speaking to you today, the 30th of May, 2022, give us Biafra now. In the next 5 years, this media that you see, Facebook, will become a multi-billion-dollar company business. You think God is suppressed that people are doing? We are blessed. We don't need all you. What we want is unconditional release of Master Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra restoration by referendum for people to decide, where do you want to belong? Do you want to belong in Nigeria voluntarily, or do you want to leave Nigeria to embrace your new nation? That's all we want. This is all we want. We don't want any other thing. You see now? We don't want any other thing. People that Master Nnamdi cannot help, today they have abandoned. So that is why I'm telling you that you're listening to me right now, today, tomorrow, or whenever you're going to listen to this program. If you're doing good, do not look what people are doing, whether they are criticizing you. Keep doing what you are doing. The person who is going to reward you is Chukwu Kabiama. If you were supposed to live 100 years, he will top up 20, 30 years. The more you do good, the more you receive. You understand now? That is why we must do everything humanly possible to make sure that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra is restored on our time. Because he has given birth to millions of Biafrans. And we are here to do the work. We are here to do the work. And nobody can stop us. Nobody can stop us. Nobody can stop us. I'll tell you honestly, nobody can stop us. Aka Chukwudia. Aka ya. Aka Jehovah onemema. Olu ebube ya. Kene ruari nebaino. Isi ikendu. Kena di atata. Aka ya. Aka Jehovah onemema. Aka ya. Aka Jehovah onemema. Olu ebube ya. Kena ruari nebaino. Isi ikendu. Kena di atata. Aka ya. Aka Jehovah onemema. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Onye irari anyege n'aka o. Wesi ya napụtai. N'aka ndị ọjọọ bụ Naịjirịa o. Isi ike ndụ ke na-adịghị atata. Aka ya o. Aka Jehovah onemema o. Soludo. Ị ga-atagbu onwe gị n'afụfụ o. Ịtachakwala afụfụ o. Ị ga-ejikwa eze wekpe ekwele o. Ka iwe we marụ. Maka na Biafra bịa jiọlọji. Ị gaghị ejikwa mma o. Ma ọ bụkwa na egbe wegbu ya egbu. Aka ya o. Aka Jehovah onemema o. Ọrụ ebube ya. Kene ruari n'ebe nọ. Ndị autopilot. Ndị Chukwu tere mmanụ. Aka ya o. Aka Jehovah onemema o. Maazị Simon Ekpa. Onye iwere wee nọchie nna anyị ukwu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Kita o. Kita nna anyị ukwu nọ n'aka ndị iro. Kita ye mmanụ. Teye mmanụ ka o weduru anyị n'aga o. Aka ya o. Aka Jehovah onemema o. Ndị ọjọọ na-ekwere anyị nkata. Ka nkata wee gbuo ofe n'isi o. Maka na aja echiche ha na-echere anyị. Ka bụ ihe ga na-achitere azụ. Isi ike ndụ ke na-adịghị atata o. Aka ya o. Aka Jehovah onemema o. Aka ya o. Aka Jehovah onemema o. Mekwazu Nigeria. Ka itinyekwa ha ọgbaghara o. Ndị a na-azọ presidency bụkwa ndị mbịa Biafra o. Tinyefe ọgbaghara ka ha wee marụ na Chukwu nọ ya o. Maka na imere ka anyị marụ When wine a Biafra for the last miracle, last miracle on this planet. Isi can do it, kenati atatao, aka akayao, aka Jehovah onememao, ndi ononkamen. Kibikwa safamanu n'isi o, ihe ọbụla ha ji wee na-eje ọgụ ka ị nọnyere ha n'iru nọnyere ha n'azụ ma aka ọ bụ maka Biafra ka ha na-agba ka ha nweta o, ka inyekwa ha ogologo ndụ, nyekwa ha ogologo na-arụ isi ike o, mmiri nke ha ga-aṅụ na nni nke ọnụ nke ha ga-aṅụwe o, ka imetụkwa ndị nọ na diaspora, metụkwa ha aka n'obi o, ka onye ọbụla wee na-asọpọtụ Mweri o, aka aka ya o, aka Jehova o na-eme mma o, ekwa ABS Anambra Broadcasting Service enrapụ ihe ha ga-eme wee ga na-eme ihe ọzọ, tinyere ọgbaghara n'ime ha o, aka aka ya o, aka Jehova ọ na-eme mma o, ndị ọbụla ha na-ebute ka na-ebusisi ụmụ Chukwu mgbe ọbụla ha ga-ebulite egbe ka ha tọgharịa gbagbusie onwe ha o, maka na ọ dịrịkwa n'ihe ọ dịrị ihe nke anyị mere o, ihe anyị na-azọ o, ihe anyị na-azọ bụkwa nwere onwe anyị, ka oge si wedo anyị na mma dịkwara ụmụ anyị na ụmụ anyị na mma o, fanwe si na ha ga-arapụ anyị ka anyị je wee nwere aṅụrị o, isi ike ndụ ke na-adịghị ya tata o, aka aka ya o, aka Jehova na-eme mma o. Yes, my brothers and sisters, this is the thing we're talking about. The people that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu fought for, they have abandoned him. They have abandoned him. But we are here, we the autopilot, to carry on the good work that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu left for us. And I went ahead to say, during the attack, the gunmen burned a building, a company bus, and another vehicle belonging to a staff of the media house who did night shift. In a night shift. In a night shift, when they decosi for the he would the data line in the Zoom media. It was gathered that no life was lost because I am a boom madam. I am not a boom madam. I don't know Kanante. Ndị ọbakwulu okwu wee sị na ada egbu onye ọba egbu kama ada onye ọba adonye aka na ntị, anara egbu onye ọba egbu kama adonye aka na ntị. You know, so say now, bilu can bilu. It was gathered no life was lost during the attack, although the gunmen were said to have brutalized the staff they met in the premises and inflicted injury on them. This is the news. And we must do everything humanly possible to make sure that this great work that our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu started from, that is going to finish it. I still remember as well, a bona fide active member of IPOB and also an active financial member as well, serving the indigenous people of Biafra through media, evangelists, and also in music. And remember, please, our song, the video is coming out very, very soon. This one here is just the just a
in my blood, I've got music in my blood. I feel so shy. Oh why? Let them know it's human nature. Then why? Oh why? I've got this music in my blood. Then why?
So very soon it will come out. You know, more or less, my songs are always dedicated to Biafra. And as a hip hop rapper, even though that melody is one of the things that I love so much, but because with hip hop, you know, you can do a lot of things, you know, send out a lot of messages while you're rapping it like this. You're not rapping it to anyone, you're bringing out the messages. But you know, melody just for me, just a merriment, just a merriment. Please click the share button, click the like button, so that we can be able to get other people to get to watch it later. Good night.
Don't come. Liars, liars, don't come. Politicians don't come. They say election don't they come again. All the politicians say they want to rule again. If then we finish, now then they chop the gain. For another 4 years, now we they feed the pain. They carry our money, they come overseas, oh. While the pharmacists are dying of disease, oh. Don't come. Liars, liars, don't come. Politicians don't come. They say election don't they come again. All the politicians say they want to rule again. If then we finish, now then they chop the gain. For another 4 years, now we they feed the pain. They carry our money, they come overseas, oh. While the pharmacists are dying of disease, oh. Don't come. Liars, liars, don't come. Politicians don't come. They say election don't they come again. All the politicians say they want to rule again. If then we finish, now then they chop the gain. For another 4 years, now we they feed the pain. They carry our money, they come overseas, oh. While the pharmacists are dying of disease, oh.
All right, good night.